Oh, thanks, Helen. Read the recording. Right. So it's if we've had a busy morning, it's sometimes difficult to know where to start. But I think let's just start with the weight of the body against the cushion or the chair or the mat, whatever it is we're sat upon or lying down on. Just that familiarity is quite reassuring, really. And through the buildings that we're respectively sat within, we've all got this connection to the earth, to the ground. Wherever we are today, we share that connection. We're all grounded. So that's a resource for us during our practice. We feel a little overwhelmed or unsteady, or not sure where we are. Can always revert back to that connection with the earth, connection with the ground. So it's a shared resource. And although we've probably adopted a reasonable posture, let's just see if maybe fine tune that. Maybe it doesn't need to be fine tuned. So firstly, making a connection with our spine, from the bottom of our spine all the way down to the center of it. Imagining that we'll meet there as well as eating through the ground. And then running the attention back up imaginatively into the spine and running the attention gently and in our own time up the spine and just seeing if we can straighten our posture a bit, more dignified posture, something that you need to do today. Maybe you feel it good. It's always good. And when we reach the shoulders, just checking that these are not hunched forward particularly. It's something that we can particularly do when we get tired. So open and even, symmetrical. Again, the hands in a balanced position, either traditional meditation posture or maybe palms down on our thighs or our knees. The head resting evenly on the shoulders. Maybe tilted just slightly forward. And the eyes, well, however you wish, just choosing something and staying with it. And finally, just checking in that there's some space, if possible, between your torso and your arms. It just allows the energies to circulate, helps keep the torso more dignified, upright. But like all these things, it's not a prescription, it's best. So whatever you feel is right. So hopefully we've managed to create some stability, some balance in it. It's also good if we can to create some openness and some potential creativity, almost we could. So running your imagination above the crown of your head, up through the ceiling of the building, through the roof, up through the cloud cover if you have cloud cover, and out into the open, transparent blueness above the cloud cover. So the characteristics of our visualization is just transparency, really, lack of obstruction, openness, clarity. And it's as if our body is a conduit between these two supporting elements, the openness, transparency, and clarity above us, and the groundedness, strength, and reassurance of what's beneath. We're combining those two sets of qualities. And that in itself can be quite a pleasant experience. So just resting within whatever experience you have around that, just for a couple, just resting with the body at ease. Nothing to be done, nowhere to go. Enjoying that balance between the earth and the sky. So pleasant though this may be, it's a means to an end in a way, in terms of providing a base for our practice, for our meditation. So seeing if you can keep some connection with that as we take a short break, just for sort of a minute and a half maybe, just to allow us to stretch, open the eyes if we wish to, do whatever we need to do to. And then when we're ready, there's no rush, just in your own time. If you can, maintaining that connection with the balance and the ease that, or any balance or any ease that you may have experienced in the first practice. Just briefly checking in with the posture again. I won't be doing that. And by way of a very short introduction, we're going to um, practice mindfulness of the elements within our body. So it's a very normal mindfulness practice, very well known, but got to be maybe as the object of mindfulness, maybe not so well known. So the one way of aggregating our body and mind is through these six elements. So there's the earth element, water element, fire element, the wind or air element, space, and consciousness. So when we practice the 4 close placements of mindfulness, we actually cover these in another way. So this is just a different way of doing that. We're going to start with the earth elements within our body, and that's anything that's hard, in essence. Skeleton, nails, teeth, hair. And the idea is if we can get a feeling of these elements, and then we use mindfulness to hold on to that feeling. So it is experiential. So really get a feeling, sense in to the skeleton, the teeth, nails, hair. Really become them insofar as you can. So feel the solidity, feel the materials. And at some point, whatever feeling you've generated, whatever experience you've generated, hold that with your mind. Don't be discouraged if the feeling isn't clear. Just sense of the earth elements, um, being, being mindful, aware of that is really positive. And then in your own time, when you're ready, again, no rush, moving to the water element. So as this suggests, this is all the liquid in your body. So blood, saliva, fluid, urine. And again, try to have a direct experience, try to get a real feeling for these, for the water within your body, for these liquids within your body. And then when you sense of some connection or experience the water element, just holding that in mind. That's all you have to do. You don't need to analyze. And then again, gently in your own time. Again, there's no rush. Move on to the fire elements within it. And this is more subjective in a way because it's the heat with real all experience heat in a different place, in a different part of our body, or different parts. The suggestions often, well, my experience, and the stomach and the digestive area and the heart area, in the face. So wherever you feel heat in your body, just try to make a connection with that. That. And as before, when you've got a sense of that, a feeling, just hold that experience, that feeling with your mindfulness. And as before and throughout the meditation, if you're not getting a clear feeling or experience, that's fine. Just sense of connection with the fire element and holding that is still very positive. And when you're ready in your own time, moving on to the wind element. Okay. So the most obvious expression of this breath, but from some traditional perspectives, the wind is the cause of all the movement within the body. Energy is all movement within the body. So digestive processes, heart processes, lungs, obviously as we discussed, nervous processes, nervous systems. So take it as far as you wish. Be just bringing your attention to the breath and experiencing that feeling of the breath. That's absolutely fine. And again, when you have a sense or an experience of the wind element within you, holding with Then in your own time, moving on to the space elements. This is all the um, gaps in your body, for want of a better expression. So in your mouth, there's obvious example. Stomach, probably. Everywhere there's space. Difficult sometimes to get a feeling for this. Trying to make a connection, and whatever you have a feeling or connection, you being content with that, and then hold attention. Then finally and gently moving on to consciousness. So, you can use um, an analogy for this in terms of the empty ocean or the vast sky or a mirror. But really, whatever you're experiencing in this moment. Whatever you're experiencing within the space, on the mirror, in the sky, within the ocean. So physical sensations, mental sensations, thought, memories. Seeing if you can get an experience of the clarity that behind these thoughts or from where these experiences arise or within these experiences are held. And again, even if you only just get a hint of that clarity, just doing that with mindfulness. And then very gently in your own time, there's absolutely no rush around this. I'm going to allow quite a bit of time before we move on to the next stage, just bringing the practice to a close. It's said that this practice can help with an agitated mind. So if you entered the practice in an agitated mind, maybe just whether that has helped at all. Taking a stretch if you need to take a stretch, opening your eyes if they've been closed. Giving yourself some credit for bringing all 6 elements to your mind. So that's really quite positive. Okay,